wasn't very good. Well, let's take two. Welcome, everybody. Standing beside me is like the woman who just had a really good month. The CMA nominations came out. Maren Morris, 5 of them. Maren, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm still pinching myself. It's so bizarre, but it's awesome.
Which one of those means the most to you, those nominations?
I mean, honestly, it's crazy. All of them are so important to me just because I've grown up watching the CMAs on TV and, you know, being for female vocalists, album. I think maybe the biggest one for me would be album of the year and like song of the year. Those are tied because it's like if you wrote the song of the year, that's a huge thing. So
that is very big.
but it's all important. So I'm very excited.
We're talking about this album right here, Hero, which I adore. That's why I have it with me, listening to in my car. But this was a long time coming.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. I mean, I guess, you know, everything sort of looks overnight if you didn't know the person. But yeah, I've been touring since I was 11 or 12. And so to have this record be recognized by the Academy, it's a huge treat. So
11 or 12, you were out on the road?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So your parents would drive you to gigs?
Yeah, they would. And so they're coming to the CMAs with me this year.
What
So
a nice...
they put all the miles on their car. They spent all their money on me. So they're definitely the dates that night.
Are you going to buy him a car now, Maren?
Buy them a car?
Yeah.
I need to. I definitely need to.
Well, speaking of cars, 80s Mercedes is out, and isn't that the most awesome song? Oh, my God.
Thanks.
And I love that a woman sings about a car. How many women do you hear songs on the radio where they're singing about cars? You hear lots of guys singing about cars, but that is just makes you even cooler.
Thanks.
So how did that come about?
The song, well, I've just thought of the title one day. I was in a conversation with a friend of mine out in LA, and she was talking about this guy, and she liked him all right, but his car was the reason she really wanted to go out with him again, and it was this
happens.
80s Mercedes. and I immediately thought that was a really cool title for a song and would just look so cool on a record. And I started just pulling out all these 80s and 90s references that day in the co-write. So it was a really fun song to write, and when we shot the video, you know, the day we wrote it, I imagined the video. So when we actually got to shoot it and have it be this like larger-than-life, almost graphic novel-looking thing, it paired so well with the music.
That's awesome.
And it's cool to hear it on the radio.
I bet it is.
Thank you guys for playing it.
Did you drive around when you've been back and forth? I know you're going to the Big E tonight, but after this, but did you hear it back and forth?
No, I didn't today, but
you will.
I always miss it. Someone will text me right after I get out of the car, and they'll be like, "Your song's on the radio," and yeah, it's bad luck. But no, it's always so amazing to hear it. It's still out of body for me because you know, with my church, that was such a crazy moment to say hello to the world with that song, and then 80s Mercedes is such a summer anthem, and you know, it cracked the top 20 today, which I saw, which was so cool. And yeah,
top
so
20.
We'll keep it rolling.
Let's keep
literally.
that train going
Yeah.
for sure. And you got to spend the summer with Keith Urban. That must have sucked.
Yeah. And Brett Eldridge, not attractive guys.
Yeah, no. No, not at all. Can't sing a lick.
I love them. No, I'm totally kidding. No, it's so amazing to be on the road with Keith and Brett. Like, I honestly, when we kicked it off, I told both of them, like, you guys are two of the most soulful singers in this format, and so to be the opener, it's such an honor. And you know, we're still going. It goes until the end of November. So we've just moved into the arena portion of the tour. We've been in sheds and amphitheaters in the summer. So it's been cool. It's been really cool to be on the road with those guys.
More quality time with Keith and Brett. That's not
exactly
a bad year
they're
for
fun,
you.
funny guys.
Well, we wish you all the best at the upcoming CMAs. We can't wait to see Maren Morris out here. Street Party. And everybody else that is here, have you met all of them? David Nail or Old Dominion?
Oh, yeah. I just saw Brad Tercey from Old Dominion out in the parking lot. And Lindsay L., who's playing right now.
Right.
Honestly, it feels like camp every time we get to do these things. All the artists